Park. A disappointing afternoon for Carlisle, beaten 3-2 against Newport County. Let's get some reaction from the United manager, Keith Curle, who's alongside James Phillips.
A disappointing afternoon there. I've already seen a tweet about your press conference downstairs. I'm sure you are just as disappointed as the fans were today.
Yeah, very much so. I think I did well to get through the press conference without using an expletive that sprung to mind. Probably being politely now, I'm starting to understand fully. You know, when I first came to the football club and people were wishing me well, and they had that wry smile on their face. I know why.
In terms of the performance today, the consensus was, and we just chatted with Andy Legg as well after the 3-2 actually flattered Carlisle. How troubling is it that they were that much on top of you here at Brunton Park?
I think the thing is, they came and they did the horrible side of the game very well. We didn't today, and like I said right from the offset, when I first walked in the building, what we need to do is we need to stop the opposition and then go and play. All they did today was get hold of the ball with belief and put the ball back in behind us, and we couldn't deal with the directness, the physicality of their front line and their midfield lads. They wanted the game to take place in the midfield area, and that's where it took our clearances ended up going into the midfield area, where they were stronger physically and probably more experienced than us in that midfield area today. We needed to get the ball wide, quicker, forward, quicker with quality, and put them under pressure, which we didn't do today.
As much as missing generally, key players to you, the likes of Troy Archibald Hemble, we've seen that Gary Dicker's got a pot on his foot as well. Big players. Was size a difference today? Size and strength, along with determination.
Yeah, and plus experience, knowledge, game management, and like, goals change games. I think they had one opportunity in the first half they scored from. They had one other scramble or skirmish in the box. Apart from that, they didn't really offer anything else in the first half, but they come in 1-0 up. I'm confident and comfortable that in home games we're going to score goals. So not a disaster, no need to panic. And then within 2 minutes of the restart, an innocuous corner gets knocked in, and two of them men at the back stick ready to knock it in when the ball's a yard out. And you think, well, something that's alarming.
You in the early part of your Carlisle career, I speak about early and middle parts. I mean, you've had 13 games, but you got that reaction. The last 2 games, just conceding the way. I mean, has that really disappointed you, conceding the goal straight after the break like that? Yeah,
because it's frustrating. Because people were saying about formations and tactics. If you can't defend a free kick and you can't defend a corner, and I've said we made it simple and basic. I don't think I can get any simple or any basics, and now it's got to be a case of, well, get the giant in, which we will change the personnel, because that's what's needed now. It cannot be any more simpler. Mark a man, stay with your man. And so if a man's scoring, is when we need to start changing people.
Do you think that it's going to require that maybe it's not within the squad to keep Carlisle in the Football League then?
But there's enough in the changing room to keep the squad in this division. More than comfortable, more than confident of that. But I want to be away from the relegation, pushing on and setting down the foundations for next season. But first and foremost, we know where we are. That's what I spoke to the players after the game today. Is a realisation we are in a relegation fight. Make no mistake about it. I think when it first came in, there was people thinking 4 points adrift. Then very quickly we got out of it, and I think people started thinking that we weren't in a relegation fight. We are.
And it's closed up again. The 3 points, the gap now. Tranmere are 5.